Oh shit. Here we go again.
Help me! Help me!
Yeah, boy!
Somebody touch my spaghetti!
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Hey, look how cool this time is, though. This game is so cold. Look, boom, bam. Throw the little small boot on the counter. Boom, pop the hat. What's up? Let me gonna smoke this cig. Bop, roll it in one hand. Flip it, leave it open. Let the mouse lick it. Come here, bitch. Yeah. And boom, throw it in the air. Pop it with the fire. Bow! Yeah. One pull. That motherfucker gone. I'm done with it. What's that? Howdy, bitch.
You know, it's pretty bad when the first thing... Wait, is there no sound on the state of play? What the fuck? Oh, there is. They're doing weird shit. Welcome to the stream. It's usually pretty bad when the first thing I see pop up on the feed is, also, here's a new policy. No one is allowed to, and then my heart sunk. I'm like, am I not allowed to give my live reactions to this like literally everyone else with a YouTube channel on this platform? And a Twitch on this platform? By the way, let me know how the sound is, because I kind of messed up. My new thing with my computer is that when I shut it off, the microphone that I use shuts off with it, and I have to manually plug it and unplug it, or I'm sorry, unplug and replug it into my computer. But welcome, Ash. Also, yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of valid, isn't it? Hey, how about you don't assume everything is milk, milk, roses, what is it, milk and honey? What's the other one? Roses, or whatever? It's bullshit? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Super picky, because my stomach can only handle certain things. Yeah, good, finally. Well, don't just, I wouldn't just give the glare, I'd tell them to fuck off. But that's just me. No, you're right, this is my channel, but I gotta compile. I gotta comply with whatever YouTube is forcing me to do, or whatever Twitch forces me to do. There's so, no, it's not rose tinted. It's something roses. I don't remember what it is. That's the problem. Let me kill my computer and do. Oh, perfect. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Oh, that's amazing. Except for this one, we can move this over here. Oh Christ. Yeah, the thing is a little messed up here. So I'm assuming they're gonna show off like Returnal is coming out soon. That's like the next PS exclusive. Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart. I'm hoping this isn't super long. If it is, I mean, it is what it is. Nothing I can do. I guess I'll just have to raid and listen to it at the same time, which actually will not work because my teammates depend on me to give call-outs. Well, you know how it is. I'll figure something out because I am raiding after this. I guess I'm recording after this, so there might not be a stream today. After this, what was today's stream gonna be? Final Fantasy, right? Oh, damn. I could have done that earlier then. Motherfucker. I could have done the 5 role quests. Because there's no way I have enough time to read it out. Bullshit. There's not enough time for me to read and listen to this thing. Well, they start in 40 minutes. This is basically Sony's response to Nintendo releasing their Direct, which I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was like maybe like a 7 out of 10. You know, I didn't think Nintendo's Direct was that terrible. Other than, like I understand why people are upset because there wasn't really news about the games they wanted to hear, but they did announce new games, like Triangle Strategy and Splatoon 3. So, I mean, like, it's not like there was nothing new. I mean, yeah, there's third parties that if you really cared about, you could have already played, and you probably should have. I was almost done watching... I gotta find a better way to set this up. There you go. Almost done watching my FF7 remake part. Yeah, I gotta record tonight, because I have no videos for tomorrow. Which is precisely the situation I'm always trying to avoid, and I always end up in it, and I don't know how. By the way, I do have a PS5. Oh, here we go. Let's turn this down. Yeah, Crash 4. But this is coming to everything. Switch, PC, and the new consoles. So this isn't new. Unless they add something new, which, yeah. Big ups. Cool. You know, I still haven't played a game on my PS5. That's gonna go to Resident Evil. For sure. Yeah, no, this game was pretty good. I actually really liked it. Yeah, I'm okay. I don't have a 4K TV, so, and I'm cool with it. I don't really need one. I don't even know what the adaptive triggers even do. Is it just like haptic feedback? Or not haptic feedback, the fucking switch shit? I feel like they just took what Nintendo was doing as usual and put it in a console. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna add anything new. I would be very surprised. Cool. Whoa. Alright, let me do something I actually need to do. There you go. Let's see, what was I doing? I'll do expert. Oh, but I don't really want to tank. I'll do this instead. I think I got literally unequipped like everything. 305, 330, oh, shit. Alright. I did it. I called it! Holy shit! Dude, this is like mature Pikmin. Except more Risk of Rain than real-time strategy. They're definitely going for like an Alien vibe. The only thing is, I'm not sure if I want to spend $70 for this game. If it was 60, I would be a little bit more interested, but I don't know if I want to spend 70. And you just relive the same loop over and over. That's my thing. I just don't know how long this game is going to be. Ironically, Sony upping the price of their games probably fucked them. At least it fucked me out of wanting to get it. Oh, great. I get the one thing I shouldn't fucking get. Thanks. I mean, I still need it, but geez, man. I like the Alien vibe of it, though. For what it's worth. I think the Alien vibe is really cool. Can't wait till we find out, like, the whole planet is this weird psycho experiment. Oh, we get the PT segment. Yeah, upping the price to 70 pretty much encouraged me to not get this game. And Ratchet and Clank is a stretch for me, in my opinion. And I watch it be like one of the best games of the year, too. Oh, Christ. I don't think I'm going to really get much use out of my PS5, honestly. They have this game getting a PS5 version. That's like one of the most exciting things for me. That's because I'm a loser and I play the same game every fucking day. I don't really like this controller, but what can I do? This is actually a 360 controller instead of an Xbox One controller. Is this $70? Now that's the real question you have to ask now. Is this $70? Well, if you can't play dodgeball in school, you could play it here. We used to have some dodgeball in my school. That was fun. Okay, whatever. Get the fuck over. They actually dropped the price of Destruction All-Stars, by the way. It was supposed to be a $70 game, and it's now a $20 game. Not that that's related to this game at all that I'm aware of, but that is something that they were going to do that they went back on, because that game is apparently booty butt cheeks. Oh, come on, I can't get tired now. What the fuck? This would almost be a birthday game. I never get games that release on my birthday. I think legitimately the only one was what was it? Infamous. Infamous and one other game released on my birthday, and I'm really salty about that. Like nothing ever releases on my birthday. I'm so fucking sad, man. What the fuck is going on? It's kind of bad. You know, for a second I was low-key hoping it was Sleeping Dogs. Or like just on some level in my mind I was like, please Lord, let Square Enix not be idiots for once. That would be awesome. I don't even want to hit these. It's not even worth it. I only move out of it because I can get interrupted. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna show up too much other stuff. I don't really think they're making a lot of major PlayStation games anymore. I think having COVID disrupt an entire year, I mean, obviously of real life shit, but of just development, really put a lot of shit back at a really bad time for new consoles. Like, anything that wasn't already, like, pretty much mostly done is probably really fucked. Yeah, I consider it. I actually kind of like that they're making a 3D platformer. That's pretty cool. There's literally not enough of these anymore, whereas they used to be everywhere. I kind of grew up in the era of 3D platformers a little bit. Even if I didn't play, like, all the classic ones as a kid. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill, sure. The chat is roasting this shit, by the way. I guess I feel like people just shit on stuff in all these presentations just because. Like, I don't think it looks bad. Like, goddamn, it's not meant to be it's a ridiculous $60 game, but you know they're gonna charge you $70 for it. Well, I don't think they did a bad job from what I could see. It's you know, it's meant to be an old type of game. Now, someone in the chat did say Jack. They don't even know what Jak and Daxter is anymore. That's probably the saddest part about it. The CEO doesn't know why people would want to play old games, so, I mean, that basically tells you all you need to know. Ooh. Don't be Resident Evil. It's fucking horrible, man. It's so dumb. They make tons of money selling old fucking games over and over again, and you mean to tell me that they just, like... I don't get it. It makes no sense. Imagine if fucking Miyamoto was like, I don't know why people play old games, as he literally sits atop a company where all they do is make sequels to their old fucking games, and how good things were. Oh, it's Five Nights. Okay. I don't care. But I respect Scott Cawthorn for keeping this shit alive and profitable. Legitimately. I just recognize it's not for me. Yeah, I'm playing Nier tonight, by the way. That's totally happening. I just don't think, like, some games are just, like, for basically a fucking direct. I don't think everything, it's the pacing. I mean, you could honestly say who cares? It's an announcement spreadsheet, right, basically? But, you know, you want it to be more top-heavy, because most people will watch at the beginning and will watch at the end. And it doesn't really make it worthwhile if nothing else really happens. I mean, congrats to him. Dude, the fucking... You see how limited the original Five Nights at Freddy's is? I mean, I give him credit for it. I don't like it, and I'll never play one. See, I like to watch my friends torture themselves on games. Now that's where the fun is. I got cleaved, totally. Yep, thank you. Oh, that's excellent. $70, by the way. If they charge $70 for a fucking Oddworld game, they need to stop. Shit, like, I could not imagine how much a game would have to be $70 worth. They're basically remaking this trilogy, which is kind of cool. Oh, I see what they did. I had to actually look at this shit. Ooh. I mean, that, sure. At least it looks really good. That's the one thing I'll give Oddworld. I can't believe I didn't get either of the alliance raids I needed. It's such bullshit. I know I just need to grind the stupid relic, but it's such shit, man. It's on me. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Tanks? Are you alive? Healers, are you alive? What the fuck is going on? Thank you. Thank you for being awake. Well, not the tank. The tank didn't really help. I feel bad for people yelling to skip this, because this is like a classic franchise. Like, of all the things you want Sony to do, you want them to stick to their Nintendo guns and keep their old franchises alive. Like, I got no problem with this. I'm just not buying it because I never liked Oddworld. Like, I know, look, can we just, I get it, right? Because I'm in both camps, right? I get why they want to promote this. I'm glad that they're doing this. But what I really want is I want shit like Jak and Daxter to come back and Sly Cooper. Like, once every... Jesus, that person got wrecked. Once every couple of years, can we get... Oh, I actually am looking forward to this game. Can we just get a fucking Jak and Daxter game, like, once every, like, 3 or 4 years? Never, of course. People might actually like it. You don't make video games for people to like. The fuck is wrong with you? Our DPS is really slow. Oh boy. Or is it? I don't know. We might be on pace. I don't know. This fight doesn't have a hardened rage. The next thing he's gonna do is run to the middle, so. Or maybe not. Fuck. This is also going to be $70. I already feel it. I'm going to be really fucking salty about that. because the games that actually look good that I would probably get are just not going to be worth 70 at all, and I'm not going to be able to justify it to myself to spend that much money on them at all. No, you don't need to run at 1%, jeez. Beat the Evil Within on survival difficulty over a time of 22 hours and 128 deaths. It took 3 weeks from chapters 5 to 15. That's good. Congratulations, good sir. I look forward to your next conquest. Whatever it'll be, I look forward to it. I think, you know, you're a seeker of worthy challenges. That's why I respect you for that. I don't really do that anymore. I'm not crazy enough to want to do that. Tough game. Yeah, Evil Within is a hard game. It just falls victim to the Shinji Mikami effect, in my opinion. The game is very top heavy. This is just how Resident Evil games are. Like, all the cool mystery and weird shit happens at the start. And then by the end of the game, you're basically fighting it. You know, all the mystery is gone. That's why horror games can't be too long. Because if they're too long, you know, the novelty of it kind of wears off. Now, we might be lucky because it's also a PS4 game. August 24th. I'm not even documenting this for the fucking podcast. I just don't think there's enough to even document. Deathloop. Oh, God. This is just E3, kind of. This is a Bethesda game, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, that's good for them. What else am I doing? Yeah, I'll do expert. Alright, it's less than 5 for expert, so that's nice. How about this? I'm gonna dodge the fucking content ID, thank you very much. It's not, like, at least with 14, I'm willing to risk it. Would you believe that the Nier footage actually got, like... One of the Nier videos got, like, 7 content IDs, including the same song twice. I have never seen that happen. That game is completely YouTube trademarked. They completely took that shit out back and was like, yeah, this is from 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 this. I had such an awful time with that, but I mean, it didn't affect the video views. Well, I guess I shouldn't say I had an awful time. It's just I was so fucking surprised. I'm like, are you kidding me? Ugh. Yeah, I'm not really sold on this game. I don't really know a ton about it. It just doesn't really interest me. See, the thing about looping games is that, like, I feel like the loop has to be, like, pretty decent. Also, I'm just not a fan of, like, Neo Bethesda games, honestly. Like, I didn't really like Dishonored. Where have I seen that? I've seen that combat. That was like a Mirror's Edge combat roll. So that's kind of why I'm just like, okay, well, it's a thing. I mean, I don't particularly think that I'm really going to care too much about it. That's what I mean, like, there's not really much this year that is coming out in general, and then there's just not much I'm interested in at all. And honestly, that works for me. Like, I don't have to, you know, bust my balls thinking about all the games I have and have not to play, you know? Which means I can actually catch up on the stuff from last year that I didn't play, as well as the stuff from, like, 5 years ago that I didn't play. Which is a legitimate thing. Like, Nier came out in 2017. Didn't fucking play it. I wanted to play it. I literally bought it new. I think it came out in, like, March. I literally bought Nier new when it came out. And I just never played it. I bought a lot of these games when they were new because I heard they were good games. I'm like, wow, that'll make a great playthrough. And then I just never fucking did it. I mean, I had a pretty productive day today, so the only thing left to do is to record. So yeah, pretty much just assume that tonight's stream is canceled, and I'm gonna move it when I'm done. Just assume that we're not gonna hang around for that. Although we might, there's like a 30% chance I'll do the role quest after raid. If this state of play continues until raid starts, then there's like a 30% chance I'll do it. But I don't think it will. Hey, look, it's this game. Oh shit. It's this fucking game. Wow. What a coincidence. Is it getting a PS5 upgrade so they can milk people again for it? I can't believe it. Oh, I guess I should probably unfucking mute. Jesus. That would kind of help. Hey, it's the game with the guy and the spiky hair and the 7-foot sword. I don't know when the sequel's coming out. But that's probably for the best, so whatever. I don't really care. Wait, I thought Yuffie wasn't in this game. What the fuck? Oh my god, are they doing exclusive DLC for this game? Is this Vincent? Where the fuck? Wait, where's Vincent? I want Vincent Valentine to be in it. Big fucking ups. I guess I know what I have to play now. I did the wrong combo. A Final Fantasy reference, look! Horizon Zero Dawn is super good. Yeah, well, maybe. I don't know. I'll see. I'm not super excited for it. Like, I'll just play it because I know a lot of people talked about it. It's not the worst way to play a game. It's not the first time I've done that either, so it is what it is. Okay, now you can't say that everything is boring. The fucking chat for these is sometimes so wacky. After Final Fantasy VII Nier Automata, can we get a Horizon Zero? Horizon Zero Dawn will happen at some point this year, but probably later in the year. I already know what I'm going to play after Final Fantasy and Nier. I already have it planned out. In fact, I've already started prepping for it. So, like, I already have a good idea of what the first half of this year is going to look like from now until July, unless I get, like, super fucking motivated to make videos. In which case, then, yeah, I guess I kind of know what I'm going to do at that point. But Horizon is not high on that list. God of War is high on that list because literally someone bought it for me. Oh shit, is it actually a physical game or what the fuck's going on? Yeah, now they're gonna say we're gonna release the original game. I hate fucking Final Fantasy VII so much. 6 is so much better. I'm sorry, I'm not even a boomer. Told you! They couldn't wait to do it! I'm not buying it. I don't care. Oh, did I walk in that? I totally did. Oh, jeez. Oh, fuck. I did it to myself again. Now, I know there's a difference. I just don't really see a ridiculous one because video games are kind of just video games, other than lighting. Lighting is like the one thing that sets up like video games to be different across generations, in my opinion. Which is funny because Ghost of Tsushima with full HDR is almost blinding when you try to look at the sun. Which is like, yeah, that's totally how looking at the sun works. It's kind of a blinding experience if you actually look at it. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's fun, you know? Wait, so we're not going to be able to get the fucking DLC for PS4? Start praying. I'm not kidding. Oh, that might be a Sony thing. I don't know if that's a Square thing. But, I mean, it could be both. I'm not going to simp for Square Enix. I'll simp for the 14 team. I'm not going to simp for anyone else at Square Enix. And even then, like, I'm critical of a lot of 14. But it's mostly, like, the extra stuff. It has nothing to do with the story. Oh, I could have needed that. I like how fast loading times is now, like, something that is, like, a brag point. Yeah, do you like that everyone scalps PlayStation 5s? Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome that you can't really get a PS5 unless you want to literally camp on fucking Twitter and Reddit? Because that's what I had to do. The only reason I got the PS5 the day I got the PS5 is because I literally sat on Wario64's Twitter, and he was like, by the way, they're going to be opening it in like an hour. And I was like, fuck, I'm free, I have the money, let's just do it. Let's see what happens. And that's exactly what I did. So I'll play this DLC if it's not like ridiculously expensive. Because Yuffie's actually one of my favorite characters in the 7 universe. I don't know who Sonon is at all, if he's some new writer self-insert. And I don't mean to be a dickhead about it, but I'll be fair about it. Oh, wow, you can even carry over your save data. Okay. Available for... Yeah! You need a PS5 console with a disc drive. That makes total sense, actually. Which is why you always buy the console with the disc drive. Yeah, I don't think that's on PS4. That's it? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. They had literally nothing to show. Now watch people suck this off, but berate Nintendo. That's their show? What did they show besides this and... Oh, I can't even fucking remember. Oh, come on. Now, Sony, how long was that? How long has this shit been? This is like 50 minutes of just saying, hey, Crash is coming, which we already knew. Kenna exists, which we already knew. Returnal, Deathloop, all games we all already knew. I think the only thing that might have been new was the Dodgeball game, but legitimately, I've just never heard about the Dodgeball game ever. And, fuck, what was the other one? There was another one that they showed off. And then just Final Fantasy Remake Intergrade or whatever. Wow. Play is no limits, and then they immediately end it, like, without showing anything. Like, they didn't even talk about Ratchet. They didn't even talk about... What was the other PS4? I don't even remember. Like, at least show off everything that's coming out, right? Like, Yakuza 7's getting a PS5 upgrade. Play is no limits video ends abruptly after 50 minutes. Oh, by the way, it was live before this, just so you're aware. If we go back, like, this shit didn't start until about 30 minutes ago. Oh, and Oddworld, which we already knew was coming out. So literally nothing new happened here. You could have slept through this stream and nothing would have changed. So literally they had nothing to show. By the way, I'll bring up the Final Fantasy volume. They could have shown off 14. They had nothing for this. They were just like, oh, well, Nintendo has a fucking Direct, so we have a Direct. Which is literally the only reason that this shit exists in the first place, is because Nintendo shows off their products. I mean, I guess it's better than Microsoft, where they don't show off or talk about anything because the one game that they had to talk about is delayed to hell and back. But, like, Jesus, man, they had, like, what actually just happened other than Final Fantasy VII Retrograde, or whatever the fuck it's called? Like, Returnal is cool because I like the Aliens vibe of it, you know? It feels like you're watching an Alien movie with a, you know, a more supernatural twist. So I can kind of get behind it. I did the wrong move. I fucked up my whole combo. I don't even think I finished my combo. Who's your boy Weiss? Moment of silence for the fact that Dirge of Cerber. I don't know much about it. I didn't see Vincent in it. I'm waiting for Vincent to show up. By the way, welcome, Mr. Soundwave. So where does one buy a PlayStation 5 that's not GameStop? You sit on Twitter for Wario64's Twitter, and you wait for him to say that they're restocked somewhere. That's basically all you can do. That's what I did to get mine. One day I just happened to catch Wario64 on Twitter, and then coincidentally Mr. Soundwave also linked it like 5 minutes later in the Discord, and I was like, yeah, I'll camp for it. And basically what you do is you sign in with your PlayStation account. It's basically your form of ID. And then they're like, okay, well, here we're going to start rolling out consoles. And I was lucky enough to have been early enough to get it. It worked out. And now I have a PS5 that I don't even use. Isn't it great? I wouldn't stress it. Look, just don't watch any footage of it. Don't watch any playthroughs of it, including mine. Just wait. It's not worth losing your shit because you can't play a DLC for a new shitty console that's not even produced enough. And that it is fucked up. Like, they don't have enough, and because of all the shit that's going on, they don't have enough fucking consoles. Oh no, is my stream getting tanked? What's going on? What the fuck is happening? I'm not dropping frames. Oh no, okay, that's just my internet. Yeah, I feel bad. Is play having no limits approximately 50 minutes? Again, you say 50 minutes. It was a 30-minute direct. 30 minutes. It was literally 30 minutes. I was here before it started. My stream is longer than theirs, basically. Like the actual content of theirs, although whether or not you justify what I'm doing as content is completely up to you. Don't worry, I'm sure all the spoilers will be out for it before day 0 anyway. You know how Square Enix is. They should just give this company to Yoshi P. He's basically their Kojima at this point. Man can turn shit into gold. They need to start worshiping the ground he walks on. I'm not being an asshole, by the way. I'm being serious. Square Enix has sucked for a long time, and I'm tired of it. Thankfully now, you know, Yoshi P just... Like, whatever you want to say about 14, I think at least as a compelling, like, single-player style experience, it is pretty good, right? You get to make your own character. You could do as much as you want. The game has a lot of fun stuff in it. Even if you don't want to do, like, the upper echelon, high-end stuff like Bajja and Savage and Ultimate, there's still enough reasonable content in the game to justify it, in my opinion. So... I have nothing against him. In fact, I have nothing but respect for him. That's 30 minutes. That's a microwave meal, not an exhibition. Like, okay, the direct was 50, right? So I'm not saying they gotta sit here for 3 hours like it's E3 all over again. But, you know, like, if you're gonna have a 30-minute presentation, try not to just be recapping all the shit we already know about. Like, okay, I could have guessed that Crash 4 would have not ray tracing, I'm sorry, native 4K, because that's like the whole appeal of the PlayStation 5, is that all these games will have native 4K outputting for all people who bought 4K televisions, who aren't me and actually own them. Like, I get that, because I already know that, because that's what they advertise the console as being able to do in the first place. So what's the point of advertising it like it's some big new thing? I don't get it. It just feels like a waste of time. Like, we didn't really learn anything. They could have talked about Yakuza. They could have talked about fucking, what's the game I just talked about? This game, the literal game I'm playing on the screen right now. Where is OBS, by the way? There you go. I have ACT open. I just haven't, put it, the group wide, which doesn't really matter anyway, because we're doing a fucking expert roulette. No one's gonna care. Like, literally, I've been stuck in the bathroom at some points longer than 30 minutes. You didn't really get anything out of it. This was purely, we don't want Nintendo to have all the spotlight for the month of February, so we're gonna have our own show. And we're gonna basically, the only thing they had to talk about was Final Fantasy, and then they padded the rest of it. At least Nintendo announced, what, like 2 new games? Triangle Strategy and, Splatoon. And that's just off the top of my... And Travis 3, I think. No More Heroes 3 got... If not announced, it got shown off. So, I mean, like, that's kind of cool. And that's actually coming out this year. Like, what were the games they showed off today? Oh, well, I guess they all are coming out this year, huh? Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna shit on them too hard for that. So whatever. It is what it is. Wasn't the worst show ever. Thankfully it was short. It just also was not one of the best shows ever. And it didn't need to be necessarily, but you know how it is. Oh no, don't you do this to me. I love this class. This class is so good, man. I love this class so much. I knew I was gonna love this class from the moment I laid eyes on it. Look, at least we're going back to old school style Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy 16, you know? That's really all just we really need. I'm not a huge fan of like the science fiction love stories of later Final Fantasies, except for Final Fantasy 12. Although I don't really find Vaughn and Penello's love story to be really that great. And to be fair, it doesn't really go anywhere until Tactics A2. It's not to say it's bad, it just doesn't go anywhere, and I hate padding, basically. I hate this. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. See, I missed the crucial timing in my rotation, and this is gonna really, really suck. Why are you... What the fuck? Oh, they're dead. That's nice. Oh, he's confused. Oh, that's bad. Help! 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 Jesus, man! Oh my god! Balthier, yeah, Balthier feels like he should have been the main character, and I believe what the reason why he wasn't is because they thought that people wouldn't relate to him enough, so they needed to have a male protagonist who was young, you know. Balthier is just like Han Solo, you know, like that's one of the reasons I like him so much. I wouldn't necessarily compare Fran to Chewbacca other than the fact that they're not human, but you know. Final Fantasy 12 definitely has a lot of Star Wars stuff going for it, and that's even by Final Fantasy standards, you know? Like that's even by Final Fantasy standards. There's a lot of Star Wars shit going on. Final Fantasy games take me an entire year to finish. This game is long as fuck. It would take you a long time. I mean, like, each expansion... I didn't really rush through Shadowbringers as much as I should have. Because I didn't enjoy Shadowbringers at the start. Is really the dirty truth about it. But like at the start of Shadowbringers, I was like, oh, I don't really like this. You know, I wasn't feeling it. It took me like a week still to beat it. And now I kind of do like it. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? 9 minutes as a tank? Oh boy, how much is it for deeps? Let's see. What do you get as a samurai at 70? I don't even fucking know. Whatever. I'll just play Red Mage so I can res people. 10 minutes. Oh, oh. I mean, like, that's the thing, is because we never got a sequel to 12. The ones, well, we did, but I don't count Revenant Wings, and I don't count A2 either. Revenant Wings is a true sequel. Like, I can't deny that it is a true sequel, but it just, why did it have to be a fucking 3DS isometric, real-time strategy game? Like, why couldn't it have just been, like, a classic standard RPG on the DS, right? Like, just keep it simple, play to your strengths, because the story of Revenant Wings is actually really good. It's just that the gameplay is terrible. 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 They could have just played up to the strengths of Final Fantasy 12 while putting it in like a Bravely Default style thing. Obviously Bravely didn't exist. You know, like a Final Fantasy 4 type of a deal. You know, and it would have been cool. Instead they made like some very weird, like, real-time strategy game that just feels wrong. I hated that game. Playing on the DS was just playing a bunch of filler games because you didn't have a PSP, unless you were playing Pokemon. Final Fantasy 3, 4, and 9 all took 40 plus hours, whereas Final Fantasy 8 took me 75. Sit there and watch a total of 4 hours pass by. It was crazy. 1 hour goes by, that's 39 to go. I mean, that's how anything works in anything. I don't necessarily, as long as the hours spent are worthwhile. I mean, like, you know, some of my longest playthroughs are like 100 hours. Valhalla is literally 99 hours at the longest playthrough I have ever done. Actually, there is something I wanted to show real quick. Okay, let's see. What could they have talked about? What is today? Let's see. Let's see. What is today? The 25th? Yeah. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Okay, actually, I'm gonna put this on the screen. You have to see this to believe it. What the fuck is Sony doing? Here we go. Right here. Everyone can see this, right? Everyone knows how to read. Yakuza Like a Dragon literally comes out March 2nd. Like the PS5 edition. How? How could you not do this? It's not even, what, a week from now? Is it a week from now? Literally less than a week from now. It literally comes out in 5 days. They didn't talk about it at all. Literally the new Yakuza. They didn't talk about it at all. Oh, you can't see pop-ups when my mouse over? There you go. Yeah, and then what else? Oh, fuck that. I don't... Monster... Yeah, okay, that's a meme game if I've ever seen one. I need to close the window. Hey, look! It's that one game that Square Enix put a shit ton of money in. And they didn't get jack shit out of it. Wow. They didn't promote this game at fucking all. This game literally... Okay, Jesus Christ. This is what it's like living in New York. It's a bunch of honking. Literally, Yakuza comes out in 5 days. They didn't even mention it. Not even like a casual, like, you know how Nintendo Directs, they get to the part of the Direct where they start like rapid firing, you know, speed running. Hey, this is coming out. 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 Yeah, you didn't get that here. This is literally was supposed to be one of the biggest fucking games of last year, right? Didn't, you know, Crystal Dynamics, right? The Tomb Raider team. Square fucking Enix, you know, the people that make this fucking game that I'm literally playing right now. Yeah, this is the other side of the fucking publisher. Then they suck on this side. Anything outside the 14 bubble is just a disaster. It's fucking awful. In fact, hold on. I'm gonna go back to here. Let's see if I could do this. Do we have like an online paint? Here you go. Can I just use this? Oh god, this is terrible. How do I resize this? Okay. Here, let me paint you a picture, literally. I'm gonna quote Ignatz on this, by the way. Hold on. There you go. Get that, like, right there. Okay. Let me paint you a picture, right? Let's get the brush tool. We'll get the biggest tip that we can. So, oh god, it's laggy. What the fuck? And it looks terrible. Oh no, this is really kind of bad. Okay, that was an awful circle. Right? So, like, let's say this is Square Enix, right? This is SC. Right? So, like, right, you know, where's the juiciest part of this circle, right? Like, right over here, right? Let's just say that this is a nice representation of Final Fantasy XIV, right? Like, this is Yoshi P's playground, right? Everything you see here is, like, Yoshi P and his life work and how good he is at everything he does, right? And everything in here is, like, at least, like, an A, right? Like, this is the good stuff. You want to be here. This is, if you want to play an MMO that has a lot of good stuff to it, and in-depth gameplay and combo systems and shit, you come here. You want to play a game with good story, you come here, right? Now, how do I change colors on the OG version of this? I have no clue. I haven't used this since, like, I was a kid. All right, so let's do this. This is the rest of Final Fantasy, right? You don't want to be here. Here we have stuff like 15. We have stuff like, what's another Final Fantasy that fucking sucked? Here we go. We have 13, you know, just all this crazy, dumb, stupid shit, right? Okay, at least it's serviceable. It's got the classic names and stuff or whatever. Maybe over here we make a little aside for stuff like Bravely Default, right? We have Dissidia, right, over there. We have, I don't know, Type 0. We have, what else does Final Fantasy do? The fucking music game or whatever. You know, all that stuff. This is at least kind of serviceable, right? All right, let's move down a little bit. Now we got Tomb Raider, right? You got Tomb Raider. Okay, you like it, that's cool, right? All right, maybe also over here, you know, close to Final Fantasy, we put in a little thing for Nier, right? Okay. The rest of this shit is fucking trash. And you want to know where they probably get most of their funding from? And I'm going to blame them for it. They siphon this shit out of 14. And it is goddamn bullshit, and it is a goddamn shame. But all the delicious money just whoop, bloop, just right down the fucking shit pipeline. And then they make things over here like Marvel's Avengers and stuff, right? Like, can I just put A for Avengers? There you go. They make shit like Marvel's Avengers. They make all this shit you've never heard about and doesn't go anywhere. And it's just trash. And oh, here we go. I also forgot. Right here, this little bubble, this is Deus Ex. Except at this point, Deus Ex is so fucked, it's not even worth mentioning half the time anyway. What a disappointment. I'm going to save that picture, by the way. Let's see. What else could they have talked about? Oh, I get why they don't want to talk about this. Apparently that game sucks. Apparently it sucks. I don't know anything about it. What else? Disco Elysium. Yeah, that's coming PS5. There's nothing. No mention of it. Yeah, Republic Commando. Outriders, right? People Can Fly. Square. Look! 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 I'm not making this shit up. Hey, look! Again! Actually, but to be fair, this game is good. Like, wherever you see PS5 on this list, they could have... Didn't even mention Resident Evil Village. This is PS4, but it's gonna be backwards compatible. Like, basically, at this point, every PS4 game is just a fucking PS5 game in disguise. You just don't know it. It's just a PS5 game in disguise, right? Think of all the shit. There's got to be more. Oh, here's okay, they did talk about Deathloop. Fair enough. Back 4 Blood. I don't care if it's a multi-plat. It's a PS5 game, right? Nintendo talked about Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is not a hey, look. It's these dudes again. Ninja Gaiden's not a Switch exclusive at all. Yeah, Solar Ash. This was the other one that they showed off. That was the new one. So it was Solar Ash and Final Fantasy. Is it even on here? What did they say? When is it coming out? June, I think they said. Yeah, it's a DLC, so it probably isn't here. Hey, look. So June is like their next big month because they got like Ratchet and Clank, Solar Ash, and then April is also kind of big because they have Returnal. Yeah, Returnal and other shit. After that, who even knows, man? But that's my thing, is like there's stuff on here that's literally coming out this week that they didn't even talk about. It's like when they didn't even talk about the new Pokemon Snap at all. Because, by the way, okay, this is really kind of terrible. My favorite part about new Pokemon Snap, they show off a bunch of Pokemon that aren't actually in Sword and Shield. Like this thing right here. They show it off. And I'm convinced that they're not promoting it. I really want to believe some conspiracy shit about fucking Game Freak fucking this game over early. It's dumb. It's like a sequel almost 25 years later. Unbelievable. Hey, look, Mass Effect Legendary. Ooh. Mass Effect is more exciting. Okay. Okay, if it's smoke effects, modified skybox. Yep. Decay melee button. Rebalance. Okay, here it is. Rebalance weapons in Mass Effect 1. Go fuck yourself. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to look up skybox. Although that is a very interesting terminology you should totally look into because skyboxes are cool as fuck. Yeah. Fuck off. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is cool. This became a meme. Is how much time you spend in the elevators. Default Commander Shepard. Rebalancing of the galactic readiness. Yep, told you they have to do that because they crippled the stupid multiplayer mode with this bullshit. I look forward to buying this shit used in like 3 years. I genuinely look forward to not giving him money. That's about it. That's all I really have to look at. But yeah, fucking Square Enix every fucking time, man. Every single time. Oop. There you go. It's dumb. In fact, I'm clocking out of this. We don't even have any healers or DPS. Fuck off. I'll do it later. Well, that's kind of the stream. I don't really have anything else. Unless I want to... What can I even do on a stream this short? I don't even know. That's how little there was to this. What is there to talk about at all? Solar Ash looks cool. I mean, at most, I think it's like a $30, $40 game. I couldn't imagine it being 60 or more, but this is Sony. They'll find a way to do it. What else? Fucking Deathloop is the same shit. We've seen it now for, what, 3 years at this point? It's the same thing. If you've seen it once, you've seen it basically every other time it existed. Like, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And that's like, any of these games, like, even the ones they didn't talk about, like, it could just be 70, and I just don't think that's worth it. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't really have too much to say to that. It's a fantastic, it's a journey, at least watching these, but you could tell that their only intent was Nintendo made one, so we're gonna make one. And that, I just think that's just, I think it's petty. I mean, if you want to get into high school style drama, then sure, I guess they can do it. I mean, well, obviously they can. I guess they should do it then, right? Like, hey, Nintendo... I mean, but, like, people all over the place are shitting on the Direct, because all they announced was, like, Skyward HD, and, I mean, like most of the people I see skip over the fact that they announced, like, Triangle Strategy and Splatoon. And I don't even like Splatoon, by the way. I fucking hate Splatoon. I didn't buy the first game. I barely bought the second game. And then I realized you can't even play with friends on it. So I don't even like that. But I don't like it. Wait, hold on. What the fuck is this shit? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. This game came out. Where's fucking OBS? This game came out, and it's getting a PS5 version, and no one talked about it. I have not seen... I forgot this game came out, because I forgot about Terminator, like, a couple months ago when I stopped shitting on Dark Fate. Like, this game is coming out on the PS5. I don't know why, but they're just doing it. Yeah, an enhanced version is set to be released on April 30th. What? Okay, well, I'm not gonna scroll into the story. That would be a little fucked up. But geez, like, that game, like, Terminator Resistance came out, had multiple endings apparently, and just nobody talks about it. Nobody. Like, no one mentions this game. Do they not pay enough YouTubers and influencers to cover it, or am I just, like, in the dark about it because I genuinely don't like Terminator anymore? I don't know. That's what I mean, like, oh, well, you know, they would never, ever promo a Weeaboo game like Akiba's Trip. They would never do that. They literally think these games, like, are gonna get them Me Too'd someday. Like, Sony is legitimately preparing for the day where all the fucking feminists and all the people march on their headquarters for producing Weeaboo games and localizing them. So they fuck them over in advance. Like, that's why all of them come out for the Switch now. You know why? Because Nintendo doesn't do that. Nintendo legitimately does not care. Like, they'll have games like L.A. Noire, they'll have games like Wolfenstein, they'll have whatever you want to put on the Switch at this point. Because they're not in a they're in a begging position, kind of, for third parties. So they don't care what the subject matter is. You could be shooting Nazis or playing as racist cops in the 40s. They don't give a shit. They don't care. They genuinely do not care. And I think that's to their benefit. So why the hell does Sony care? Right? Like, if you play fucking Last of Us and you see cock and balls or anal butt sex, like, it's totally fine. But if you play if you play Akiba's Trip, they're gonna legitimately shit down your throat. And that's dumb to me. I feel like that's some wicked shit, man. That's like taintedly bad. I need to find that Jim Ryan quote so no one can say I'm a liar. Where he's like, I don't know why people would play this. Oh, can I just find it? Hold on. Let me go back. We get to look at Final Fantasy again, which is a very, very beautiful game, as you could tell. Like, just look at how beautiful this game is, you know? Like when you genuinely consider how nice this game looks, this game is no good looking as nice as it does, considering that fucking World of Warcraft still looks like shit. Oh, look, Control is actually... Oh, no, that already came out. Okay, fair enough. I was about to say, Control got their upgraded version. Neo 2 got their... I mean, but that shouldn't stop it, right? Like, just because it's out doesn't mean they can't talk about it. Like, Neo 2 got their upgraded version, and they don't mention any of it, right? Like, I'm not alone in this, right? Like, I hope I'm not. They could talk about PS4 games. PS4 is still a hot console, especially since they literally do not have enough PS5s to go around. They could still talk about PS4s. The scalping situation is fucking ludicrous. Okay? It's ludicrous. It's from Hotlanta. And what was I gonna do? I lost my train of thought completely. Oh, fuck. What was I gonna do? I was bitching about something and I forgot. Why did I get rid of my 14? What? Oh, I don't remember now. Shit. I made the stupid ludicrous joke, and now I forgot. What was I doing? It was something. It was something about a video game. I don't know what it was. I can't even remember. It wasn't about Terminator. I legitimately can't remember, so whatever. Fuck it. Man. Oh, yeah, the Jim Ryan quote. There you go. Yeah, there you go. You could just literally search Jim Ryan old games. Like that is literally a search topic. Why would anyone play this? I'm going to come back to this every fucking year. And not even every year. I'm going to come back to this like every 3 months when I want to complain about Sony. Just because. Where is it? There you go. I was at a Gran Turismo event recently where they had PS1, PS2, PS3, and PS4 games, and the PS1 and PS2 games, they looked ancient. Like, why would anyone play this? Even the people simping and writing the article, well, maybe they're not simping, let me take that back. Even the people writing the article are like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mr. Let's Sell God of War? How many God of War games did they fucking make? And they still sell God of War and there's a new one coming out. How many Ratchet and Clank games have they made and they still sell Ratchet and Clank and there's a new one coming out? I mean, I would say Uncharted and Last of Us, but I think Naughty Dog is going to be literally completely fucked for the next couple of years. Like just think about that. Imagine if Miyamoto literally said, "Oh, I was at a Zelda event where they showed off what is it? SNE. Let's just say fuck it. Every Nintendo console, original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword." And he goes and he's like, I looked at the NES, the SNES, and the N64, and I wondered, why would they look ancient? Why would anyone play this? Could you imagine? Could you fucking imagine, man? Just imagine that. That would be so fucking weird. That would be so weird. And then he proceeds to boast about Sony's impressive lead over Microsoft. Like, oh my god. Imagine, man. And that's why they don't have backwards compatibility at all. Goku can wolf down 7 to 11 bowls of ramen. Yeah, every shonen protagonist has a huge appetite. It's kind of part of the meme. That's incredible. Oh my god. I can't believe that shit. I can't believe he said that. What's this dated? 2018? 2017. Oh my god. Oh, I'm a horrible person. Totally an out of context thing to say, and I'm just never gonna forget it. Have I tried that? Yeah, I've tried ramen. Could I eat 7 to 11 bowls of it? No. By the time I'm done eating one bowl of my local ramen place's ramen, the big bowl, I basically can't even really walk home. I'm so full. It's good, but like, don't get me wrong. I'd love to eat ramen like once a week, right? I would love to go there once a week. Just spend a nice 20, you know, get, I think 20 would get me the big bowl of ramen plus, I think I'd spend like 25. The big bowl of ramen plus some rice and then tip, because I want to tip the waitress. Man, that's so good. I love it so much because they got expensive ass ramen places in New York City that are just fucking awful, and I hate it. They give you less food and they charge you literally twice as much. I was steaming mad. One time my friends and we went to one and I was like, why are we coming here? Like, we could just go get the normal food uptown. It's cheaper, it's faster. You know, instead we have to wait to be seated. And that's because one of my friends likes to eat fancy. He likes fancy shit, and I'm a very practical person. I don't want to go on big, ritzy ass shit. You know, I'm a very humble, down to earth person. So when I think about it, it's like I don't want to do that. That's not me. But that's just for comedic effect. That's because in anime you can eat that much, right? And whatever storyline shit you want to throw on it, man. I don't know. But anyway, I guess I'm gonna... Does anyone here really want to see me raid at all? Do you care is the bigger question. Probably not. So I'm probably gonna... What? Oh, shit. Probably gonna clock out. I think that the shit's up. Alright, so I'm gonna clock out. Because there's no reason for me to keep this stream going other than vanity. Big ups, it was a complete waste of time. We only learned about one new game, which was a DLC, or no, two new games, I'm sorry. Solar Ash and DLC for Final Fantasy VII. It's ridiculous. I don't know. They literally just seething with jealousy at Nintendo, and Nintendo didn't even have a good fucking Direct, man. Nintendo was getting shit on for their Direct, because their Direct boiled down to like an HD like remaster and 3 new games. And then just a whole bunch of other stuff being re-released. And people still didn't give them any credit for it. So what is going to happen with this fucking PlayStation Direct? Someone will think this was, like, outlandishly good. Like, I'm not saying the Nintendo Direct is, like, a fucking 10 out of 10. Like I said, it's like a 7, right? It's okay. But, geez, man, what if I had to rate this? This is like a 3. This is like a 3, maybe a 2.5. Because really all they had was, like, Solar Ash and the fucking Final Fantasy shit. Which Square Enix could have just dropped a trailer for at any point. Like, it wasn't a ton of new announcements. And that's what I mean. Like, I don't expect a ton. But shit, man. God. Because, you know, the sad thing is that half of these games are going to come out, and people are going to forget that they ever existed within, like, a week. Like, Returnal is going to come out, people will talk about it for a little bit, and it'll be gone. And that's not necessarily the fault of Returnal. That's just how single-player games generally get treated, because they're just single-player games. But, like, oh my god, man. I feel so terrible. I feel so bad. Like, just in general for single-player games, like, I genuinely feel kind of bad, because they come out, and then people legitimately forget that they ever happened. Gohan's still on the first bowl and Goku on his 7th. Yeah, because Goku is a beast, and that series will never move beyond Goku, which I guess is to his strength, because people like him, right? You wouldn't want to get rid of him just to piss people off. I think after Star Wars, we can all agree that's generally just a bad fucking idea. I don't think we should do that anymore. It never works out. All it does is piss people off. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, does it really... Okay. It might not, but like, you have to do it right, and I'm not getting into Star Wars rant, but they fucking did not do it right at all. That Final Fantasy VII thumbnail, cloud overlooking Shinra HQ is pretty late. Yeah, that's actually not the box art at all. That's a completely other version of it. I really like it, by the way. Thank you. I'm glad someone else likes it. I did want to get like a good capture, right? Like, I know some people for their thumbnails, they actually go in the video to the most hype part of the video, and they make it their thumbnail, and maybe they put like text or a cartoon avatar, or, you know, their face over it or whatever, which is fine. Not shitting on it, but my style is, you know, let the game do the talking. Which is ironic, because then I'm the one doing the talking, and I suck at the fucking 7 remake. I just like Tifa. I like it when Tifa punches stuff. Which really makes me wonder just like what they're gonna do when you actually have like a big party in that game. We've never had like a Final Fantasy in recent years where you have like a big party of people. And I really like what Tales of Exilia did where you could swap them out freely, right? Because one thing that never made sense to me in a JRPG where all your characters are with you at one point is like if your whole active party dies, the game is over. Like, that makes no sense to me. It's like, well, there's a reason why you have a reserve party, right? Like, they're not just there just to, you know, sip smoothies and just eat chips while the other 4 people fight to the death, right? Like they should be there supporting them, you know? And I mean, Persona halfway does this by having them, like, people out of the main party fight and stuff. But I know in Persona 5, in order to get people to swap in and out, you need to do that one social link, which is, like, it's cool. But I like the Tales of Exilia system, which is funny because Tales of Exilia only has 6 party members. But I did like the fact that you could swap them out pretty much if they're not acting. Final Fantasy 3, or not Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 12 lets you do it whenever someone's not being targeted or is acting. Which sounds like, you know, that could lead to scenarios when they're never able to do it. But that's actually not the case. As long as they're conscious and can move, you could withdraw them and change it, which is really nice. Like, I like that in games. It's just terrible. I just wish more games did it. And that's the sad part. Tales of Exilia 2 did not do that. And that game literally gives you 9 party members. And they don't let you do that, which is mind-boggling to me. But Tales of Exilia 2 is a pretty depressing game. It's definitely one of those weird sequels, because you could tell, like, it doesn't really need to exist. But it wasn't terrible. Like, I kind of liked some of the new stuff about it, I guess. Kingdom Hearts 2 out here eating ice cream bars while their world goes to shit. Yeah, but everything's fine. Kingdom Hearts 3 happened. And then Remind happened and everything was undone, because Remind was one of the biggest wastes of time I ever did on my channel. That's why it's never getting uploaded. I'll render the video at some point just so I could get rid of the files, but I'm never uploading it. I fucking hated it. The only playthrough I ever want to have deleted without actually archiving and saving is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, because I could not upload that. I seriously couldn't even sit through that single player, whatever the fuck you want to say about it. It was so cringy. I couldn't. I just didn't. I literally thought about it. And back then, right? That was 2014. Used to put up anything on this fucking channel. Anything. And I sat down to myself and I said, wow, that was one of the most empty gaming experiences in my fucking life, and I don't even want to put it on my YouTube channel for posterity. And so I didn't. And yeah, that was basically the end of that. I deleted it, which was a mistake, but I deleted it. It's never coming back. Now, what I did find was my archive of the Toonami April Fool's 2012 stream, which at this point has happened 9 years ago, which is ridiculous to me. But man, I'm glad I found that, because I was wondering where I put it watching Toonami these last couple of weeks. I'm like, I know I saved it. I just didn't know where I put it. I'm telling you, man, they should really sell Toonami broadcasts, or Toonami bumps. But anyway, I think I've rambled long enough. I hope you guys have a splendid day. Let me really quickly back out of this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 14 role quests. I'm going to move this to, like, March 1st. Wait, that's a Monday, right? Oh, fuck. I'll move it to March 2nd. And we'll start at 9. And it'll be real quick, and I'll do it after raid, and then, you know, everything will be happy, right? Like, you don't have to worry about it. Okay. That's what I'll do. Alright. I patronized you enough with how much I like, and what the fuck just happened? Did my stream end? Did I torpedo my own stream? The fuck? Okay, that was weird. I really shouldn't do that, but whatever. I'm leaving now. Big ups. Have a good evening. I will see you eventually. I have to record tonight, so there won't be another stream. I'll start streaming at 2 in the fucking morning if I really, really must, by the way. I have nothing against doing that at all. But anyway, big ups, good night.
It's me, Austin! Oh, son of a bitch! What? It's me, Austin! It was me all along, Austin! Shots fired! Shots fired!
More teens are having luck, finding summer jobs.
There's nobody here. No guards, nobody patrolling. It's too quiet.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around.
but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
It should be you on this boat, Snake, not me! I'm based and red-pilled! You're a liberal cuck!
What the fuck is he even saying? It doesn't matter. He's gonna fall into a pool and die after his son has sex with his new wife. It's okay to laugh, Kaz. We're all thinking it.
And I want to die too! Oh, yes! I want to die!
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Whatever you're talking about, I don't care.